commend him and I'm grateful for his statements, especially where he said he will support me if he goes to the Southeast. On issue of merger, coming together of parties, I always said, as long as any merger or any coming together is for a better Nigeria, for a new Nigeria, for governing properly, I'm for it. If it's just merger for election or state capture, I'm not part of it. I want to be part of anything. Like I always say, I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the poor people.
Peter Obi, in an interview with Noah TV, explains the conditions that will make him support a merger between Labour Party and PDP. It's very important that he's making this statement now because of the double speak from Atiku. Atiku, in one instance, said that he will step down and support Peter Obi if the party decides that he will be the candidate in 2027, or if it is zoned to the southeast. In another interview, he said that he will continue contesting for the presidency so far as he is still alive and healthy. So he's sending out mixed messages. It's very important that they agree on these issues, especially where the candidate will come from and all the modalities before going into a merger. Because if they don't have an agreement, they will just be handing over the election to the APC. Obviously, it might pose a problem in the party. What they can do in order to reach an agreement is to look at what APC did prior to 2015. The two major parties that formed APC, Buhari's CNC and Tinubu's ACN, they reached an agreement between them that the ACN will support Buhari's candidacy, and in return, he will support the candidate of the ACN. That's after his tenure. Buhari spent 2 tenures and he fulfilled that. Take away here and a candidate into the merger. Never mind, Atiku Abubakar contested the primary. Even Kwankwaso contested at the time. Why this is important is because if they don't agree on the candidate before going into the merger, it will lead to a hijack of the presidential primaries by the highest bidder, by people who have millions of dollars to buy delegates. So everyone involved in the mega party must try to minimize transactional politics because it will take us back to square one. Today, everyone is crying and lamenting the hardship caused by the policies of the current administration. The main objective, therefore, should be to save Nigeria, not to bribe someone to buy his vote so that he will vote for you. When you get there, you start seeking for ways to recover your investment because it has become an investment for you instead of a political way to get to power and start doing all the right things to turn around the economy of Nigeria. Will be better off. Look at Buhari's administration, for instance. The Northwest is not better off despite the fact that Buhari spent 8 years in power. Look at other Nigerian leaders that came before him. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the fact that your brother is in power, that the president is the governor, is occupying any executive position wherever, that your life will be better off than other people in Nigeria. No, it will not happen, and it will not happen in the future. So if the primary objective is to save Nigeria, at this time, people shouldn't be talking about zoning or where the president comes from. They should just look at the best candidate and choose that The same presidential while ACN produced the vice presidential candidate. The case then is not a bad deal, and that Baba Ahmed are not desperate political positions. They are just to worry about going into this merger. PDP members be trusted? PDP governors actually support the APC administration. Can these governors be trusted that they will get the merger? Controls majority of PDP into a merger with a party without. Is it really worth it with all the, especially those that are used to transactional? They can sabotage everything. Election, let me collect my they want, let them do. How long will you power? Bata for it's over. Brought us where we are today. Do it tomorrow. They don't care. If they make millions of naira, if they don't really care. That's the night. So instead of Labour reach an agreement with PDP, that agreement will mean that the PDP will produce a presidential candidate and they will not conduct any president. Wouldn't produce any. Labour will produce a presidential candidate and they will campaign that PDP wouldn't be on the ballot. They just need to come together and explain to their people that they just need to vote for this party. The logo. While this option sounds very good, the problem is many in the PDP will never accept this. They will feel, assuming the party eventually wins, they will want everyone to merge on the party and go into the presidential election. PDP supporting Labour Party or about governance. People get into governance or politics because they just want to be in position of power, to be able to appointments, government, give this person. They forget the reason Nigeria is not working. No one will need that any job to get any contract. It's working for everyone. Somebody in the future, country is working as it should be. To create a lasting impression. But in the no, it's just to go there to them because they are in poverty. Are palliatives sustainable? No. How long will you continue? Today you give them 1 cup of rice. How long will you continue on a lasting solution to make sure that any hard work must achieve his Nigerian dreams of having his not so much suffering, contact or connection to get you a job or to get you a contract. That used to be the life of an average Nigerian in the 70s and 80s. This build a prosperous nation. No one or one chief will be able to get connection to a government agency or to a company, or to get a job or to get a contract. Everyone should be able to get the system based on merit and his own hard work. That's how it's supposed to work. have unnecessary powers, that they can influence people, they can maintain connections, all these that politicians involved in the merger will for once think in the national interest to save Nigeria. Thanks for watching.